All right, you guys, welcome to our call number two. Super excited. So, we're just going to kick things up right away. I'm so excited that Savannah has graciously said that she would help with this training, and there's no one better than her to talk through numbers and this detailed information. So, Sab, I am just going to turn it over to you right away. And then at the end, you guys, if you have questions for her, we will just go ahead and let everybody unmute then.
Okay, so everything I'm going to show you, I'm going to send to Megan in like a little Excel spreadsheet. I already sent it to you actually, Megan. So when she sends the recording out, she can just attach that little Excel document. So you guys will have the tracker and all the links I'm sending you guys. I'm going to start with just going over the rank advancing pretty briefly. The more you study the tracker, the more you will, or the rank advancement chart, the more you will understand it. You start to memorize it. So when your teams hit those ranks, you're going to know them. But I want to show you a few places to get to them. When I need it in a hurry, I go to my website. You can click on the join tab, and it's actually right down here. It shows you how to rank, and it shows you commissions. You can also get to it in your back office on your home page, only on a desktop. Scroll down, you can see it here. And then you can also get to it in company files. So the one I'm going to show you is in company files. You click on pay plan, and then you can just bring it up. I already have it up here. So this is what we're going to go through. So I'm just going to go through the first few ranks just to kind of, for you new reps to understand how it all works. So when you start as a rep, you are a representative, which is this top line. To get commissions, you have to hit $200. At this point, you don't necessarily have a team, or maybe you have a team that hasn't started selling yet. You haven't enrolled anybody, most likely. Now, to rank in Zaya, you have to enroll a rep. Anyone you enroll directly is your first level, okay? So that means you are saying you are going to help that person to do a launch party, to learn the ropes, to learn the systems, and learn how to sell, right? So as a junior rep, to rank junior rep, you have to sell still $200 a month on your own. This is your personal volume that you have sold. Now your lifetime as a Zaya rep, now when you log into your back office, that top right corner, that number that never goes down, except on the first of the month, that is your lifetime volume. It's what you've sold in all your lifetime at Zaya. That needs to be 1,500, which is, a few parties, 2 or 3 parties, and you can get to that lifetime volume. And then your first level, that is someone you're enrolling, hit 600 in volume. Okay, so that makes you hit junior rep. And I always say these are team ranks because you can't do it without your team. So they're a big part of that. Now, senior rep is where it starts to get a little more detailed, because you always need a group volume. But here, again, you need to sell 300 on your own, 3,000 in lifetime as a rep. And then your first level needs to be at 1,200. So again, the thing with these first levels, it could be one rep selling a bunch. It could be 3 reps selling some. It doesn't matter how many reps, but they have to be people you enroll directly. They're your first levels. But as a team, that's where this group volume over here comes in. Okay, you have to, as a team, sell $2,000. That could be you. That could be your first level. That could be your 4th level, your 5th level. Doesn't matter. But at that point, these group volumes start to get bigger and the goals start to get bigger. Okay, so dash to director. You guys are all trying to go for director at some point here, whether you're new. If you're adding reps and going for this trip incentive, you can hit director pretty quickly if you are training your team to do the same thing. So director, you have to sell 500 in a month. Your lifetime has to be 10,000, and your first level volume, your first level team has to sell 2,000. As a team, 10,000. These are monthly numbers. Okay, so if you hit it that month, you get paid at that rank. If you don't, and you hit senior rep numbers the month after you hit director, you get paid at senior rep. So go to your website, go to your back office, just kind of study this. But a few things I want to make sure to point out is when you rank to junior rep, to all of them, you get a bonus. The junior rep bonus, you only get it if you hit it in your first 3 months as a rep. Okay, it's a $50 bonus. They want you to get started fast. They want you to, go for those goals. So that's why it's only the first 3 months. But senior rep, director, and everything else, you get the bonus whether you hit it in 2 months, 2 years. It doesn't matter. And then they also have some recognition stuff. I linked this in the spreadsheet I'm going to send you guys, but you get gifts at every level. So Zaya is always fully, and that's just more things, bracelets, bags, all the things. Okay. So I went through that quickly, but I just want to kind of give you an overview of the ranks because that's going to be important for the trip also. You don't have to rank to get the trip at all, but it is one way to do it, especially if you're a new rep. It's very helpful to do it that way. If you want to track your progress, you can go to the Connect group and there's a guide section. If you type in, I believe it's goal trackers, or just type in tracker or scroll down to guide 2, there's trackers for every level. Junior rep, senior rep, print it off, study it. It's going to tell you exactly what you need that month, your volume, your lifetime, your first level. You can track how many parties, how many reps you signed up, all of that. So I went through that quickly, but if you have any questions, we can answer those at the end. The main thing I know everyone is here to hear about is Waikiki. So I did build a tracker. Before I get to that, I just want to say, even if you think you can't hit this, even if you think it is a shot in the dark, there are so many reasons to work for this trip, whether you end up going on it or not. Okay. You hear it all the time, it builds your business. But I swear to God, if you go for this, whether you hit a few months in a row, get halfway to the points, your business is going to look different in 3 months than it does right now. I promise you that. There's no doubt about it. Because it makes you be consistent. It makes you go out of your comfort zone. It builds belief. If you get it, you're going to believe you can do anything. Okay. Because this is, I mean, it's an exciting opportunity, but you have to work for it. Right. So believe you can. And if you hit this, like, you're just going to, like, what's next? What am I going to grab? What am I going to get next? Okay. So, and also the last thing I want to say about that is bonuses. If you don't think you're going to hit that trip, go for these 1 by 1,000s. You're going to build your business and you're getting bonuses too. You might just end up realizing, oh my gosh, I have the points for the trip. So, okay. So we will go through this dashboard I made. So you guys kind of probably already know the points by now, but most of the stages, except for right now. So after this stage, enrollments will be worth 4 points. PV is 1 point per 1,000. Ranking up is 5 points every time you do it to a new rank. So if you hit junior up and senior up in the same month, you're going to get 5 points per rank you hit. The awesome thing is right now through the 10th, you're getting double points for everything. So like your 1 by 1,000 is a 4 point bonus, but right now you're getting double that. So you're getting 8 points. Okay. So this tracker will be sent to you. You can type over here your numbers. And it's going to calculate on the right how many you have. Okay. Keep in mind, it doesn't matter if you put 3,000 to whatever your PV is, it's going to calculate it right over here for the points. You can only get the bonus once per period for like the bonus points for the 1 by 1,000. So remember that this can always only be a 1. And then this is for rank. So if you hit junior rep, you would put a 1 in there. If you hit junior rep and senior rep, you put a 2. Okay. So just a little tool for you guys to use. But I have a tab here of some scenarios that can get you there. So number 1, most important, this first 10 days, try and add a rep. I don't care if you've never had a rep in your life, if you're terrified to do it, there's someone watching you that wants to do what you're doing, but they're scared to ask you, or they're just scared to do it and they need to know that you want them. So literally go send a message to 5 people after this call that just says, hey, have you ever considered being a rep for Zaya? That's it. You have no idea what those conversations are going to bring. And from that, if you're not sure what else to say, screenshot to your sponsor and be like, now what do I do? And they'll help you. Okay. But so if you get 1 enrollment by the 10th, if you sell 1,000 PV, that's going to give you the 1 by 1,000. And it's going to give you the bonus points. So you're getting 8 points for your 2 enrollments. You're getting 2 points for your 1,000 PV. You're getting 8 points for your 1 by 1,000. That's 18 points right there, guys. Can you imagine if you added a second rep? You'd be at 26 points, about halfway to the trip. Okay. It can totally be done. So just imagine that's going to continue to go up. And by doing that, just that 18 points is going to get you a $400 bonus. Okay. So whether or not you end up going on that trip, these bonuses will be in your check in April. They all need to stay signed up. All your reps need to stay signed up through April. for that to count. Okay, so for newer reps, I use junior rep and senior rep as an example, but this could be director, this could be senior director, that doesn't matter. But we kind of mapped out some ways. So if you sell 3,000 a month, party your butt off, kind of figure out what you kind of get on average on a party. Like I like to use 600 as a number and multiply that. How many parties do you need to get to 3,000? Do something in your VIP group, get creative. And then if you do a 1 by 1,000 monthly, the bonus, the 1 by 1,000 bonus, rank and add 4 reps total. So that's part of this 1 by 1,000, but it's just saying you need to do a 1 by 1,000 monthly for those bonus points. So 4 reps, 2 ranks, sell 3,000 a month. You're gonna get an $800 bonus and you're gonna earn the trip. Okay. And the way it has this here, it doesn't have you ranking until February. So if you're adding a rep this month, if you are training them and onboarding them, and talk to your sponsor about that, we have videos, we have resources to help them be onboarded. You're teaching them how you were taught to party, to do the reach outs, to post in your VIP. They're going to know how to run the business. And it's going to be, I don't want to say simple, but it's going to be natural for those ranks to happen, especially like junior rep and senior rep, because those ones happen pretty quickly. So if you're doing that work now in January, it's very plausible you could hit both junior rep and senior rep in February. Like that is not unheard of. A lot of people double rank like that. So for some of you that are maybe director or going for director, or you're senior directors or executives and you're like, I don't know if ranking is going to happen right now, you can do it without ranking. You would still get 800 in bonuses. The difference is you still need to do the 1 by 1,000 monthly to get those bonuses, but you also need to sell 3,000 to 4,000 a month and add 6 reps. So here it's just kind of splitting it up. If you do 2,000 in PV this first period, enroll a rep, get the bonus, and then it kind of shows you here. You're getting that 1 by 1,000 once a month. You're getting your enrollments here, there's 6, your PV, that's up to 56 points, okay? So that's another method to do it. That the nice thing about this is you can kind of delete the stuff on the tracker and figure out, are you a PV queen and you know you sell 6,000 a month? Okay, change this to kind of figure out and work backwards to how many enrollments you would need. But I'm telling you, if you train your team correctly, you're going to get so much more out of this than a trip. Those little percentages on this pay plan, when you have a team, these tiny 5% and 3%, those add up to a good residual income for you when you're trying to build a team. So keep that in mind. That's why Zaya does it like this. They want us to build teams. They want us to find that success and bring other people into the company. So they do it. I mean, it's smart the way they do it for that reason. And then the last one, a lot of you are probably in the Zaya Life Facebook group, and they have a shout app where you can kind of talk about the trip and get information. They sent out some graphics, and I have it on this other page so you can look at when it comes to you, but I just plugged in all of this. They're telling you each period what you need to do to earn the trip, like adding a rep and all of that, just kind of like I mapped out, but they did it a little differently. I mapped that into here. So this is the Zaya Life way of doing it, and you would still get 58 points and you would end up with 1,200 in bonuses. Okay. So you can also kind of try and be methodical about your 1 by 1,000s. If you are closing a party and a rep wants to sign up and you send that link on I don't know, say you send it to her on the 18th and you've already signed up a rep this period and she's not in a hurry, say, hey, can you sign up on the 21st? So you can get another 1 by 1,000 and get that other, those 4 bonus points for the trip. So they don't have to sign up right away. I have had reps where they close a party and they use credits and I send them the link to enroll and they wait months. They don't expire. They can use them anytime. So you can kind of be a little methodical about that if they don't mind waiting. If they're going for the trip, obviously you want to get them going. And this first 10 days, you don't want to hold any reps up. You want to add whatever reps want to join before the 10th because you're going to get the most bonus points for that also. I'm trying to think if I missed anything there. 1 by 1,000s. Oh, and then like with parties, kind of think about, I always do my parties Sunday through Saturday, but you might need to change that up right now. Like when do these timeframes end? Try and end your parties at the end of these timeframes, so you're getting those last minute orders in on the 20, the 19th, on the 30th, at the end of these periods. And then if you're thinking there's no way I can get, maybe you're 800 away from 1,000 this period, you can make that up. See if you can find a hostess. A lot of people don't want to do a week-long party. Do a text party or a messenger party, a one night. I have a gal on my team, Lindsay, that has been doing these, and she does a one night live event. They go over well because people are in there. They're like, okay, I'm gonna order, done. I don't have a Facebook group. It's fast. You can do multiple in a night, multiple in a week, and that can really up your PV quickly. So there's different things. Just get creative. Don't say you can't. There is definitely a way if there is a will. I think that's it, but I am going to leave you with a challenge. I want you to go message 5 people. Have you ever thought about being a Zaya rep? And then I would like you to message me and tell me it's done. Okay. I know it's scary when you first start doing it. Like, I think we're kind of afraid that people will tell us no. Detach yourself from what they say, because either they're unsure or they just don't want to do it. And that's nothing to do with you. That's okay. So, I got to that a lot faster than I thought. I thought I was going to be way over 30 minutes. So does anyone have questions?
Yes. Any questions for Sav? Holy crap, Sav. This spreadsheet is amazing. This tracker is so good. This is better than what corporate would put out. This is
And,
so good.
And I did hear they're doing one, but it won't be till like February.
Yeah.
So
no,
I figured we got something sooner. Yeah.
So amazing that you're sharing this with us. Thank you so much for putting this
Absolutely.
together.
Yes, Corinne, you can, absolutely follow up with 5 old people, show them our new awesome kit. Like that is a huge thing. I have a list of people, and unless they say I'm never going to be interested, they don't leave my phone, and I follow up with them. And if there's a new enrollment kit, I send it to them. And especially now with that relaxation set, like that's an awesome one. So absolutely. Any other questions? No. Oh, moonshot. I just saw someone say that. Did Tasha say that there?
I did. Yeah.
That was the other thing I was going to mention too. On top of getting the moonshot bonuses for hitting senior rep. So there's just so many bonus options for going out of your comfort zone. Just go ask those reps, and I'm telling you, anyone can earn this trip.
Yeah, and there is a moonshot graphic. It's in our back offices, and it was included in the newsletter when they sent that out. So all of those extra bonuses are laid out on that graphic. So it's a really good way to earn extra cash again, for, if you want to use that for your flights, for the free trip that you're going to earn, or whatever you want to use it for. So
yeah,
I love that they have all these different options for cash. Can we get info about how your rep does the text message or one day party? Sounds like a fun idea.
Oh, how she does it? Mm-hmm. So she pretty much, I think Lindsay might even be on here. She just does, so she does some intro posts, I believe, like the leading up to it. She has her hostess make the group, and then she just says, hey, tomorrow at this time, I'm going to do a live event. And she literally just shares posts like our favorite light and tights, like the top favorites. It doesn't have to be long. She might do a few interaction things, and then she shares the link. And then she will kind of follow up that week throughout the week and be like, hey, here's some new releases or different things like that. And she has gotten a good response with that. And they don't feel like it's so long. She doesn't do a live. It's just a Facebook Messenger. So like, it's not live as in you see her. It's live as in everyone's in the chat at that time shopping. I know my sister Lexi will do YouTube videos and like WhatsApp, and she'll do something similar over several days. And just her YouTube recordings of her showing the clothing too. So you could send links of you and the stuff just to show examples of the clothing.
Awesome. I think someone asked too, what if for the double points, like what did you run scenarios if they're not hitting the 1 by 1,000 this first 10 days, they were nervous they wouldn't be able to get to their points?
Oh, gotcha. Let's see here. So if you didn't, let me look at this. I mean, it's pretty easy to punch in, just change the numbers to see where it would be, but you would probably need to add another rep to these scenarios and probably sell like another 1,000 PV or so, or kind of think, let me delete those points.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say is you can sell as much PV as you want and earn
Absolutely.
the PV at points are unlimited. Plus, you guys, that's where this rank advancing piece is going to come in really key, is that you're getting those big extra points for those rank advancements.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Jen Flores. I have a follow-up question to that PV that you just talked about. Is the PV only earning do you have to sell 1,000 within each one of those stages to get, like if you sold 700 during the one stage and then the next stage it was 1,400?
Correct.
Or are they looking at the month of January for your PV?
It's each period. 1 through the 10th has to be 1,000. 11th through the 20th has to be 1,000. So it's broken up. So do you know how to see that in your back office?
Yeah, I'll just have to track that a little better.
Yep.
Now they will allow you to do unlimited in that period for the PV though. The 1 by 1,000, you can only
Right.
earn the 4 points one time, but if you sold 5,000, that's 5 points. So that piece is unlimited each increment.
And it doesn't have to be in a certain time period. The PV.
I think so. I think it's every period is the point. So if 11th through the 20th, you can't sell 800 and get the points. You have to sell 1,000 and get the points. So that's how the hike trip was too. You had to do it in that time.
Oh, okay.
That 10-day period. Yeah. So it makes it tricky, but then like just go to your order history and change your order dates to those time frames. In your bottom corner, it will say your QV. That's how much you sold in that time frame. So it's an easy way to keep track without always writing everything down.
Yeah, I was just going back to the graph. Okay. Yeah, each of them is in a stage. So enrollments as well. So if you did 2 enrollments each stage, that's 8 points each stage, each little section. So there's a lot of ways you could make up these double points if you feel like you're not going to hit it the first 10 days. There's a lot of ways, and it goes all the way into March. So you could have weeks where you're heavy PV, heavy recruiting to make up for some of those weeks where maybe you weren't able to get recruitment or PV.
And PV is just going to get better. February and especially March, like those are bigger months for PV and parties. So.
Let's see if we have any other questions. I think there's a question. Just okay, good to know. Okay. Yes, returns will affect PV. That just like the $500 bonus or the 500 PV to get the bags or those bonus items they were doing, anything that comes in as a return will go against your accrued PV for that time period. It's the only way that they can track it in everyone's back office without manually having to go into everyone's account, which would be next to impossible with this many reps. Thank you, Amy, for bringing that up, because that is a point that we forget to mention.
So Dana, I can go over that quick, the moonshot. It's no one really, she wanted me to explain it for newer reps.
Yeah.
So I can bring it up quick. I have it somewhere here. So essentially moonshot was and will be in the future for new reps to get bonuses to essentially get going quickly and want to obviously run the business. So I'll share my screen, but for some reason I can't seem to make it bigger on this. So there we go. So it's the first 2 full commission periods. So keep that in mind. If you sign someone up on January 2nd, this month does not even count. I mean, they can earn it, but you get this month and you get 2 months after that. It's the first 2 commission periods. So the example they have on the website is if you sign up January 21st, you get you get the January, the February, and the March to rank to these to get the bonuses. So if you hit senior rep in the first 2 full commission periods, so anyone that signs up this month has through the end of March, you get a $75 bonus, and then you get a $250. Your new rep gets a $250 moonshot bonus. And because they're doing this promo through March, the sponsor gets a $50 bonus. So again, it's that we're rising together, you're helping them, and you're both getting that bonus. So in the first 6 full commission periods, if that new rep hits director, they get their normal $100 director bonus plus a $500 moonshot bonus. And then you as a sponsor get the $500 as well. And then the first 9, if they hit executive, they get their normal $500 plus 1,000 moonshot, and so does the sponsor. Okay, so this is just through March right now, but the moonshot for the new reps getting this bonus is ongoing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that they're giving it to the sponsor as well. So that's awesome. Again, more ways. I forget about moonshot. Yeah, I know. Same, Dana. We just have to continue to talk about it, especially when adding new reps, so they understand right away, like, hey, if you rank advanced to senior rep or rank advanced to director, this is the extra cash you're getting on top of this extra cash that you can earn for this free trip as well.
And it's a great thing to say to them when they're on the fence about doing it. Like, one, I usually say, okay, well then if you need to make your rep kit back, we need to have a $1,000 launch party for you. You'll make $280 back. But let's also get you to senior rep and you're going to get this bonus. So like, let them know those different ways of making their money back and then earning more money.
Yep, for sure. For sure. Awesome. Anyone have any other questions or anything else you want Sab to share? This has been awesome. She did send me the spreadsheet, so I'm going to attach it to the recording of this call in an email. And then we'll also put it in I think I can put it in a file on the Dash to Director page. Can I? Sab, I think I've never done a spreadsheet, but I think I can.
Yeah, if not, I can probably put it in a Google Drive and give you a link, but I think I did that last year.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Anybody have any questions quick before we end it? If not, the next Dash to Director thing we have will be Monday night. We're doing a booking blitz. So that will be Monday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. Someone other than myself will be running that. I will be on our Costa Rica trip on Monday. So I'll be having one of these other fabulous leaders put that together, but we'll get this stuff information posted for you guys. So thank you again, Sab, for all your help. I'm so excited about this tracker. Everybody is loving it, and we appreciate you so much. All right, guys, have a great evening.
Yes.